Hello everybody. I just want to talk about some stuff that's going on in my life. I'll start from the beginning. I was born autistic. This caused some things to differ from me compared to the average person. One of these differences is something I developed and referred to as my mind. This mind is like a semi-consciousness. It has its own needs, wants, etc. Its purpose is to carry out tasks and help me overall. My mind is good at calculating large amounts of information at once. Even so, there's still often too much information to process. I think similar to a machine. I evolved this way in order to survive certain situations. One of these extreme situations was when I was at school one day. I was in a meeting about my IEP when I was told I could go outside and swing. Note that I swing differently from others, which is important here. I go outside to go and swing, but then I'm told that I can't. The reason I couldn't swing is because the younger kids were copying me. Swinging is how I take care and regulate stuff like emotions during school. When I tried to swing how they wanted me to, I fell. People laughed, and I was unable to regulate myself. From that point on, I felt angrier and angrier. I sat down after that happened. I knew what would happen if I kept sitting there, and it wouldn't be good. I asked if I could go inside, and the teacher said I couldn't. This was not an option. I wanted to go inside so I could find my mother in the IEP meeting and go home. My anger built until I couldn't stand there anymore. I attempted to escape. They wouldn't let me leave, and I hurt one of them without realizing. I eventually got inside, but I had to wait for my mother to walk out of the meeting. By the time she got out, I was seconds away from the point of no return. If I had reached this point, there would be too much information for my mind. It would be unable to comprehend it all, and would use a last resort method. It would feel like everything I knew was swirling around in my head painfully. And my mind, as a last resort, would pick out anything it could and follow that. In that moment, it would only be able to pick out pain, anger, hurt, etc. I would become extremely violent, barely able to comprehend anything. As you can tell, this would have been very bad. I later changed the protocol to a full memory reset. This reset would destroy all my memories and any data swirling around in my head. This would protect others, but cause permanent damage to myself. Later, my mother tried to help me learn how to swing the normal way. This was unsuccessful, even though I certainly tried a fair bit. My mother planned to take me back to school, even if I couldn't swing. I told her what would happen, but she didn't listen at first. It took me being severely depressed and suicidal for her to finally get the message. I feel bad for my friend who still goes to that school and struggles there. I have one more thing to talk about. I was banned from a Discord server. This server was where pretty much all of my social interaction took place. I was punished unfairly by a moderator and eventually banned. The moderator called me a word I shouldn't say and told me to get a life. The ban was unfair and went against the rules, but almost nobody cared. One of the other moderators did care and argued against my ban, but it didn't work. I lost my friendship to the owner of the server. I had been friends with them for 2 years and have given them 40,000 plus Robux. They had less than 30,000 Robux raised in Please Donate when I met them. Now 1.1 million plus. I lost a good friend that day. Keep in mind I have no income and 40,000 Robux is around $400. Another thing specific to me is that unresolved things loop in my head. It's like replaying a scenario or a simulation over and over. These loops never stop until what caused them is resolved. This means that until the issues in the server are fixed, the loop repeats. Ignoring the loops is the best thing I can do, but it's been difficult to ignore this one. I have to deal with this loop for the rest of my life if it remains unresolved. This means waking up to find all your friends gone over, hand over, hand over. It can get very depressing, especially with the finer details. One of these details is that I got the ban from making a ticket. Tickets are supposed to be a safe place to talk about things, but this wasn't the case. I've tried multiple times to reach out for help about many things. But each time, my desperate cries have been ignored, or I've been hurt further. If you want to chat about anything, I have a Discord server. The invite link is https://discord.gg/hw3n to CXYKP. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.